What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. That Boston Celtics Milwaukee Bucks game four was absolutely insane. What a game. What a game. I loved it. Shout out Al Horford. That man was a monster. Before I give him some more love, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. But Al Horford, bro, he had 30. 16 of them were in the fourth, and he hit like 5 threes, played like 42 minutes at like, I think he's like 35 years old, guarding Giannis for a majority of them. Like that is, and putting up 30 while you do it. And his shots weren't even hitting the rim. They were just all net bottoms every single time, it felt like. And for, the task that he had without Robert Williams being in the game and Grant Williams being in foul trouble and Jaylen Brown being in foul trouble, that is like a mountain of a task to guard Giannis. And obviously Giannis is going to get his. I think he still had like 35 and 18 or something, but like making life difficult and then like being the uplifting force on the offense that gets them out of the hole, because they were down like 10 or 12 or something like that in the third quarter. He was magnificent, absolutely magnificent. I wanted to give him a lot of love, but this series has been just entertaining as can be because this is what we expected it to be. It's 2-2 now. It's a best of three, and two of those are going to be in Boston. So if you're a Celtics fan, you got to be feeling good because, you have home court advantage for these final three games. Each team's 1-1 on the road. It looks crazy. But this game, the fourth quarter for the Celtics was wild. Like you had Al Horford putting up 16 in a fourth quarter. I don't know if he's ever done that. Marcus Smart puts up like 9 points in the fourth quarter, takes a critical charge against Giannis that just keeps the momentum rolling. Smart had 18 for the game. So, I mean, he had a very, very solid game. And what I really liked about the team in general, and especially Tatum, is that they're not that great in the half court offense when they're settling for off the bounce contested threes, because, well, one, you're playing against the Bucks, so a long contested three is probably going to be a long rebound, which Giannis is probably going to get, which he's probably going to get in transition, and he's probably going to kill you while he's doing it. Giannis in transition is like the most dominant player ever. So you want to limit that opportunity so you can't be taking as many of those tough they're bad shots. Like, yeah, Tatum can hit them, but they're realistically they're bad shots. And obviously if he hits them, you're like, yeah, it's a great shot. But I mean, come on. Logically, I mean, I think Tatum was 3 for 10 tonight from three, but for majority of the game, the shots were not falling. They were tough off the bounce ones. But when he started putting his head down and started just attacking the rim at will in the fourth quarter, the whole thing changed. Everybody got involved. I think Tatum had 12 points in the fourth quarter, getting tough contested layups and ones. He was a bucket in that fourth quarter. And then I said this after game three, I was like, Milwaukee won by 2, and Giannis had like 40 plus. Tatum had 10 on like the worst shooting game that he's had in a long time. And they only won by 2. I was like, for me, I was like, that looks bad for Milwaukee. Yeah, it's a win. But like Tatum is probably not shooting like that again for the rest of this series. Like, I don't think that's logically going to happen. Obviously it could, but realistically, you don't think that's probably going to happen again. So when you only win by 2 in that game, that's not a great look. So I was like, I think Boston will probably bounce back and take game 4 in Milwaukee. And because I just didn't anticipate Tatum shooting that bad. Now, did I anticipate Jaylen Brown and Grant Williams getting into insane foul trouble? No. I also didn't anticipate Al Horford going for 30. So, like it's the playoffs where, crazy things happen and role players step up and are stars for a night. And, Al Horford's obviously had a great career up until this point anyway, but like, you're not expecting him to put up 30 on the road in Milwaukee while guarding Giannis. That's just, I'm giving out a lot of love here and I'm kind of being a little bit repetitive with it, but it blows my mind that he was able to do that. It's remarkable. I think going back to Tatum where he realized, like, I just got to put my head down and go. And, he's getting to the rim and everything like that. Well, what it does is if he's collapsing the defense and he's kicking it out to open Al Horford threes to where they're not contested. He's kicking out to, I don't know if Derek White had one kicked out to him. I know he made 1 3, but he's kicking it out to open shooters. And the offense flows better that way. Marcus Smart can then attack closeouts and get into that mid-range paint where he's bigger than, Drew Holiday's a fantastic defender and Drew Holiday's strong as hell, but so is Marcus Smart. And Marcus Smart went right at him on one possession, got a bucket, went right at, I think, Grayson Allen, got another bucket. It's just, key plays from key players. And you love to see that in a tight, amazing series. And I think for Boston, this was obviously a must win. No Robert Williams obviously makes the task a lot harder with Giannis, but when you hold Drew Holiday to like 5 for 22 shooting, and that you don't really let anyone else really pop off too bad. I know Brook Lopez had like 17, Wesley Matthews had like 12, but like when you don't let anybody else go for 20 plus, and Tatum scores 30, Al scores 30, Marcus puts up almost 20, while Jaylen Brown was in foul trouble. I think he still had like 18 points or something like that on pretty good efficiency. You have to win that game. You lose that game, you go down 3-1. The series, you're playing the defending champs. It's probably over. But yeah, like I said, man, it's a 2-2 series now. It's a best of 3. I have no idea who's going to win this, because it's been so tight and doesn't look. I just can't. I don't know who I would pick. I just don't know who I would pick right now. And that's like the best. That's the best part about playoffs, especially when it's not like my team involved, where I'm not like stressed out and anxious. So maybe some Boston fans are like, we won, but damn, like we got to win 2 more against probably, I would think you can make a really good argument for whoever wins this series is probably going to the finals. And that's not to diss Miami or Philly, because both those teams are excellent. But, this is the defending champs against the team that had the best defense and was the hottest team going into the playoffs. So, you can follow my line of logic there. But it's wild. It's wild. This 2-2, best of 3, Tatum, Giannis, Horford, Marcus Smart, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Pat Connaughton's balling out. Like it's been a great series. It's been a great series so far. I hope that it goes 7. Honestly, I need a game 7 for this series in Boston, because I know that crowd will go crazy. I know Giannis is built for that kind of atmosphere. I know Tatum's ready for that. Like it's just, we need it. I live tweet games and stuff. So if you want to follow my Twitter and interact with me, I'm going to put it like right here somewhere. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed this kind of content, please like the video. I really, really appreciate it. Bucks Celtics, man. I hope it goes 7. I'm done here. Peace.